Well, here we are again. WWE releases, and it seems like they happen every year right around this time after WrestleMania. Just days removed from WrestleMania 42, we get 23 WWE wrestlers who just were released. I'll go over some of the names here, some of the bigger names in this video, and my thoughts on each one of them. But to go down the list here, it's the entire Wyatt Six, the Motor City Machine Guns, Kairi Sane, Zoe Stark, Alistair Black, Zelina Vega, Santos Escobar, Apollo Cruz, Alba Fire, and some of the NXT names like Dante Chen, Malik Blade, Tyson DuPont, Tyra May Steele, Chris Island, Tyreek Igwe, Trill London, Serena Linton, Luca Cristofino, and that should cover everybody. Now, the first name I want to dive into is Kairi Sane. That name, absolutely crazy that seeing her name on the list of releases here, I really thought that she was due for a massive SummerSlam win against Asuka. They had been milking this storyline for months and months and months where she's just getting abused by Asuka and just beat down by her verbally, assaulted by her what felt like every week, and Io Sky trying to convince her to break away from her. And it felt like that she was going to get her big babyface turn and win at maybe SummerSlam. But I guess not, and TKO decides on some spreadsheet that she's not performing in certain metrics. I don't know the full backstory to her release, but she's gone. And personally, I was enjoying the storyline because I thought it was going to lead to somewhere. I really believed that she was going to be given this big singles push right after she beats Asuka. But I guess not. The other super surprising name here is the Wyatt Six, the entire group. I don't understand why release them, but they did lose some steam, at least for me, during that super long feud with the MFTs. I really thought they were going to go into a different direction after losing to them and to try to get their spooky aura back, like they did when they had their debut, when they absolutely crushed everybody backstage when you go through Gorilla and everybody's like bodies everywhere. They're sitting in creepy positions and Chad Gable looks like he died and there's just bodies everywhere. They had that scary, spooky aura that akin to the Wyatt family back when Bray Wyatt was with us. I don't know, maybe they didn't have anything creatively for them anymore. I don't know why they decided to release them, but they did, and it's shocking that it's an entire group. There's what, 6 of them, so that's crazy to me. I do wish all of these wrestlers well on their, not to use the term future endeavors, but I hope that they find work quickly after their 90-day non-compete or whatever clause they might have in their contracts. The landscape for professional wrestling is pretty massive these days, so there's plenty of work for them. I'm hoping that they can find something very quickly, whether it be in AEW or MLW, AAA, or CMLL, or DPW, GCW, just to name a few of the companies, or even in Japan, plenty of opportunities. But speaking of AEW, a former AEW wrestler, Alistair Black, and his real-life wife, Zelina Vega, both getting released also, just when I thought they were starting to gain some traction, and I hear, rumors that he was supposed to have a match with Randy Orton at WrestleMania and win. So they clearly had some plans for him, but something backstage must have happened. Something we don't know about must have happened for both of them to get released. I don't know what it is, but I was really starting to like his character, where he was kind of like a guy who you come in contact with and he changes you. I really thought they were going to go somewhere with that, because the story goes is that he was supposed to have a match with babyface Randy Orton at WrestleMania, beat him, and then he turns into the psycho killer that he was leading up to the match at WrestleMania 42 with Cody. and they were supposed to have a match at Backlash. I don't know what happened to those plans, because that to me sounded pretty cool. I was like, that sounds nice. I hope that would have hoped that actually happened, but it didn't. We got what we got at 42. Zelina Vega did on her Twitch live stream hate on Sean Ross Sapp pretty hard, which, emotions are high. It's tough in that household today. And I really hope that they both find work together, because I really liked seeing them both on screen together. I think they had a nice vibe together. It was pretty nice. I was enjoying it, and I thought it was going to get rolling, but here we are. The next one is the Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns, really a stop-start type of, time in WWE. They get signed, they debut, they win tag titles very quickly, and then not much after that. They defended them, twice? Maybe 3 times? And then nothing. Not a whole lot. You barely saw them on TV after they lost the tag titles. I don't really understand signing them and then hot push and then dropping them like a bad habit. I was a big fan of the Motor City Machine Guns when they were in TNA. I really loved seeing them together. I liked when they debuted. That was a great debut, and then also winning the tag titles very quickly. I thought it was great. But the tag team title scene is pretty barren. I don't know why get rid of them when you need tag teams to go up against R-Truth and Damian Priest. You need tag teams to go up against the Vision with Logan Paul and Austin Theory. And the Motor City Machine Guns are veterans of 20 years plus, and they're absolutely amazing still, even well into their careers as they are now. So unsure why they released them or even hired them, gave them this super hot start, and then dropped them so quickly. But it's beyond me. The next name I'd like to go through talk about is Apollo Cruz. Apollo Cruz recently was starting to gain some traction on TV, being a part of Matt Cardona and being with him. And what seemed like Apollo Cruz was surviving every WWE release batch every single year, because for a while you didn't really see him on TV or even in NXT. But last year, I believe he started to make his wave on NXT to gain some more traction, then got back to SmackDown being with Matt Cardona. I thought they were going to be maybe something together, but I guess not. And Apollo Cruz is an amazing talent. I really did enjoy, his Nigerian Prince King gimmick back in the day when he was going up against Big E for the Intercontinental Championship. I really thought that was great. It put him on WrestleMania that year, and he got a lot of TV time during that gimmick that he was doing back then. So he phenomenal professional wrestler. Wherever he lands, he's going to be a star, honestly. The guy is so good. If you go back and you can watch his 205 Live days, dude is just absolutely amazing. So the next name I'd like to talk about is Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark is a surprising one for me, especially while she's recovering from her knee injury. She felt like she was about to come back soon, especially to a mid-card scene that feels like they need more bodies. And Zoe Stark is somebody who could come in and challenge for an Intercontinental or United States Women's title right away. She was absolutely phenomenal before she got injured, and the way she got injured is pretty gruesome. And I totally feel for her and her long road to recovery. And it felt like she was going to be coming back soon, and she could have challenged the new United States Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton or Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship, and it would not feel totally out of place because she feels legit. She feels like she's fast-paced, hard-hitting, and just an all-around great professional wrestler. And AEW is probably going to scoop her up faster than you could scoop up a bag of Cheetos off the rack or something. She's very good at what she does, and I do hope that her knee is all right and she gets in the ring again soon, and I'll be looking out for her first match back, because I really enjoyed watching her matches, specifically in NXT and on the main roster. Another name is Alba Fire. That's another name that I thought, you know, that's kind of crazy because she's attached to Chelsea Green in the Secret Herbis. While we're waiting for Piper Niven to come back from her injury, I really thought that Alba Fire was going to be staying with Chelsea Green for the long term until Piper comes back and they can keep that group together, and then even add Ethan Page to the fold since he made his debut on the main roster on Monday Night Raw, so that they could have that group together as an annoying heel faction. I really thought that she was going to be a mainstay, but I guess TKO in their spreadsheets thought otherwise. But whoever lands her is going to be getting a phenomenal professional wrestler, and she's going to be all right wherever she goes. Just to name a few of the other NXT guys and gals who got released, Dante Chen, somebody who's been there for a long time, who felt like an NXT mainstay. Andre Chase, somebody who also felt like an NXT mainstay, you know, with Chase U. Crazy that those two guys get released. I don't know why. Maybe their contracts are almost up, or maybe, and this goes for all of them. Maybe some of them asked for their release. We don't know the full details, but I'm assuming probably not, considering this is a massive list. 23 wrestlers were released yesterday, and just wow. Some of the other names, I don't really know too many of these, like a Trill London, Serena Linton, Luca Cristofino. I've heard of Malik Blade, haven't watched any of his matches, unfortunately, and Tyson DuPont. I haven't watched too many of his matches as well, but I do hope that they continue their professional wrestling journey and they end up somewhere where they can flourish, become better professional wrestlers, and, you know, get noticed and get onto a TNA or a AEW or even an MLW who runs weekly shows, or even an NWA Power. It'd be a great spot for some of these guys and girls to showcase their skills. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Who was the most shocking release for you? For me, it was Kairi Sane, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.